So Elle, we've talked about a lot of different neighborhoods so far.
Yeah, so what are we going to talk about today?
So today, I think by far one of the crown jewel neighborhoods would have to be Diamond Head.
Why is Diamond Head?
Why is Diamond Head? Well, that's a good question. So Diamond Head has some of the most luxurious homes on the island. Not to mention, they're real close by the beaches. The Doris Duke Foundation has an estate over in Diamond Head. It's called Shangri-La. Wow. And that is one of, I think, the only privately owned estates that actually owns that part of the beach too. Yeah. Because typically the beach cannot...
Instead of Hawaii, even you have a $20 million beachfront house, doesn't mean you own the beach right in front of your property.
Correct.
Because the beach in Hawaii belongs to owned by the state of Hawaii, but there's only few properties have exception. Right?
That's correct. So Elle, where exactly is Diamond Head located? What would you say the boundaries are for Diamond Head?
That's a great question. Diamond Head actually is just next to Waikiki and also next to Kapolei. So it's just in between the borderline. I would say the Honolulu zone, because after Kalakaua, Honolulu zone, that area, then go all the way to
towards Kahala.
Yeah, towards Kahala. Kalakaua Avenue becomes Diamond Head Road. Then Diamond Head Road connect to Kahala Avenue, just right between Parkour Circle, right between that little small area. But it's definitely a gem in the island. You know why? Because it's a surfer's paradise.
Oh yeah, I mean Diamond Head does have some unreal surf. Growing up, my brother and I used to take our surfboards out there.
Really?
Yeah, there was a lot. You used to, not so much anymore, but when I was a kid, you used to even be able to go down to the beach down there and pick shells.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, they have some beautiful surfing over there. There's a lot of outlooks or like little tourist stops as you're going through the road to Diamond Head, so they can see the scenic views.
Lookout Point, it's so beautiful. I mean, why you drive there? A lot of times I rather drive on Diamond Head Road, Kalakaua Diamond Head Road, instead of go to H1 freeway, because the scenic definitely it's gorgeous and it's breathtaking. A lot of time tourists just stop by and to look at, and there are a lot of iconic properties too.
Oh yeah,
in Diamond Head.
Just like what we mentioned, the Doris Duke estate. I would say, to get to the east side of the island, you don't have to go on the freeway, especially like for us, if we're coming from Waikiki. There's back roads that go, past the zoo and then works its way up to Diamond Head, the lookout and all that. And you keep going and then it ends right before you hit Kahala. So that whole area there, it's right by the water. It's beautiful. You see some iconic properties. You see some houses too. I mean,
these beautiful beaches right in front.
Beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely breathtaking. And I would say Diamond Head is definitely one of the most desirable and fancy areas on the island.
Yeah, another thing is Diamond Head, not just it's very luxury neighborhood, it's also a luxury neighborhood. When you spend $4-5 million, you get an ocean view. Versus Kahala, most houses in Kahala don't really have ocean view. But in Diamond Head, a lot of houses has gorgeous ocean view. And a lot of time you can see whales, the surfers. It's just breathtaking. And there are a lot of condos too. And the condos right on the coast, we call Gold Coast, right on the beach. Ocean front, you open the windows or door, you just open to the ocean. It's breathtaking.
It is beautiful there. And also, aside from the luxury and the beauty of the place, it's a really convenient area. Like we said, it's in between like Waikiki and Kahala. So where you're at on the island, it's really easy to go and access the freeway. You got Kahala Mall real close by. There's also Mililani Community College, which holds the farmers market on the weekends. That's real close by.
And another thing about Diamond Head is, there are a lot of nice restaurants, and it's a very walkable and very safe community. So basically, you don't need to go to the gym. Okay, if you live in Diamond Head, you can walk out jogging or running just outside. It's a beautiful nature. You can even run to the Diamond Head crater. Right?
Yeah, Diamond Head crater. That's one of the major tourist attractions in Hawaii. A lot of people come come from all over just to make that hike all the way to the top of Diamond Head. And it's really neat. You go through these bunkers and work your way up, and it's really beautiful up there. So there's a lot out there. Also, even close by is the Diamond Head Theater. You know, you and I go to that a lot.
That's in Kapolei.
But it's right next door. It's called Diamond Head Theater, which they had a full renovation here recently.
Yeah, they built a brand new one now. And also in Diamond Head, you all have some hotels like Lotus Hotel, Kamana Hotel, and many nice restaurants just on the beach, like the Michelle's. We just went there, our friends, for golden anniversary there. Yeah.
And that's the neat thing about Diamond Head. So if you're starting from the Waikiki side, there's a lot of condos like Gold Coast and whatnot. There's the Elks Club, which is great for eating, Outrigger. And so that's like the condo part that's more, it feels like you're in, I mean, it's right next to Waikiki. Sometimes it's hard for people to tell the difference. And then as you travel a little further down, then you get to the single family homes. You know, they got these beautiful rolling hills. And the architectures are, like you said, is really nice because they try and take advantage of those ocean views if possible.
I remember 5-6 years ago, they had a gingerbread house for sale on the beach. Actually, a very good price. I think about like $2 million. Now probably worth $4 million. The house is small, it's cute, and right, you can see on the ocean. It's really beautiful.
It is a great neighborhood. And you know, in a lot of these videos, we give you a price range for the neighborhood, but Diamond Head's a little difficult because you got so many different style of houses, and they're usually, you know,
depends on the size. Let's say Black Point, it's a gay community.
I love Black Point.
Black Point had a lot of nice houses. Houses there, let's say $3-4 million minimum. And nicer one, $10 million. Then on Diamond Head Road, I think the highest sell recently about $19 million. They asked for $24 million right on the beach. It's not a total upgrade, but a little bit dated, but still about $20 million on the beach. That's nice.
Diamond Head is truly a beautiful area. So Hawaii, the price of land is already, pretty expensive. But when you go to neighborhoods like Diamond Head, the land value is very, very high.
I would say Diamond Head has a lot of characters. It's a very exclusive neighborhood, and you almost can find no house looks the same.
Yes, that's true. That's why I was saying it's hard to give a good idea on the price. It varies so much from house to house.
The quality of life in Diamond Head is definitely top notch. I really prefer like Diamond Head more than a lot of other high-end neighborhoods, even even Kailua, right, Mililani Kai, because Diamond Head location is so in town and so centrally located, easy to go to the west and the east Oahu and even the north because so close to the freeway, and it's very cultural and historic place.
Like you mentioned, Lanikai. I mean, that's a beautiful neighborhood, but you're kind of tucked away. So you're a little further away from, so it's not that convenient, the location that you're at. So in Diamond Head, you're right there. It's a perfect place if you want to jet into town real quick, or go to the east side of the island if you just want to go into Waikiki, right? It's just really, really convenient.
Also it's very safe.
Very safe
clean,
neighborhood,
right? And you can have a very active lifestyle.
People that live out there, if they're able, a lot of them have the water lifestyle, going to the beach, because that's one of the biggest draws over to Diamond Head. There's the beautiful beaches over there, and again the hiking.
You can do windsurfing
out there,
surfing, body surfing, right?
And actually,
swimming. You can swim almost every day because water temperature is really nice. They're very clean. The quality of ocean water in Diamond Head is so gorgeous. It's so nice.
And they have a really pretty reef out there. So when you look from the lookouts up there, you see the gorgeous reef, especially on a clear day when the water is nice and blue, and you can see all of it. It's so pretty, and so that makes it great for diving. I used to go diving out there a lot, go spear fishing. There's tons of stuff to do.
And last time we at the restaurant, the Haochi restaurant, we even saw the seals.
The sea lions.
Sea lions. On the beach, they are just resting. And in Hawaii, it's against law to approach seals or even
sea lions. So you definitely don't want to go up and touch them. Not only for safety, but there'll be a pretty hefty fine.
Because
they call them not sea lion. It's technically called called the Hawaiian monk seal.
Yeah, Hawaii monk seal is so precious. They are endangered species, right?
Yeah, they are endangered species.
Endangered species.
And they're beautiful. See, if you go past, in the Hawaiian chain, it doesn't, Niihau is the furthest one, and Niihau is populated. That island is owned by the Robinson family.
Yeah.
You have to have special permission to go to that island. But past that, there's like little small atolls where the Hawaiian monk seals go.
Yeah.
And that's where they go and breed or to eat and relax in the sun. But the monk seals also make their way into the beaches around Oahu as well. So yeah, they're beautiful creatures, and we do see them from time to time come up on the sand over at the beach. But yeah, again, you don't want to approach them. I think it's something like you can't come within 100 feet or something like that.
Something like that.
And for good reason.
And Diamond is so desirable and such a unique neighborhood and very small size. It's almost have very limited comps. I think the number one comps is expensive cost. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Diamond Head. There's no other way to look at it. I mean, that's definitely
it's worth
a higher end neighborhood with a much larger purchase price than most properties around Hawaii. But everybody I know that lives in Diamond Head, I mean, they just absolutely love it.
No,
it's gorgeous.
That's true.
I don't think, even though it is expensive, I do not think you would have buyer's remorse living in Diamond Head.
It's really worth it. It truly provide you paradise lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the second comps is houses there tend to be older. But a lot of places on Oahu houses are really old.
Right? Oh, a lot of them were built in the 60s and the 70s. But then again, in the neighborhoods like Diamond Head, Kahala, Lanikai on the other end of the island, you see a lot of new builds.
Yeah.
Because people that can typically afford the land out there can also afford to build, their dream home on the land too.
Yeah.
With some of the other areas that are not as pricey as Diamond Head, you don't see as many newer builds. It's more of a common thing you see in the luxury neighborhoods.
Yeah. So overall, Diamond Head is a really highly desirable neighborhood to live. If you can afford it, I would say at least go there and live once.
At least, check it out. I mean, if you're definitely looking for that type of property and have that kind of budget, Diamond Head is definitely one of the first places that you want to take a look at and get a little tour of, because it is absolutely breathtaking there. So if you'd like more information on Diamond Head, please subscribe to this channel.
And we most updated info.
We'll give you the most updated info, and we're always happy to help answer your questions.